Hey, how's it going, YouTube? My name's Eric, and welcome back to the channel. So, for this week's video, we're not really going to go anywhere specific, but I'm rather just going to talk about, I'm just going to kind of talk about what it's like, or what the process is, in order to be approved to ride a motorcycle in the military. So, yeah. Give the short answer, basically. In order to be approved to ride a motorcycle in the military, whether it be on and off base, it depends on your base, depends on your squadron, depends on the commander and what they want to set as the guidelines for that. So what I mean by that is it can change depending on who the commander is, and if there's a change of command, that could even that can change what the rules and regulations about it are. So when I was out in Florida, obviously I didn't have a motorcycle, but I talked to my buddy who did and kind of asked him what the process was for him to get approved to ride his motorcycle on and off base out there. And out in Florida, while me and my buddy were out there, I don't know, it could have changed now, but while we were out there, the guidelines or regs for it were you need to have the proper protective equipment. So you needed a helmet, gloves, long sleeve, long pants, and some sort of boots or riding shoes or something that covers over the ankle. I know a lot of bases won't even let people on if they aren't meeting that, so that's like the bare minimum. Also out in Florida, the next thing you needed was to do a high-risk activities brief with the commander, and then you also needed to have proof that you've taken a motorcycle safety course. It doesn't matter what level, it could be the beginner level, it could be an advanced level, but you needed the certificate to prove that you had taken that course. And that was it. Once you had all that stuff, you were basically approved to ride on and off base. Yeah, and that was really it for out there. Also, one thing I didn't mention was for protective equipment, you did need something high vis if you were riding at night, so something reflective usually. You know, like how you'll see some people wearing some sort of like neon green, neon yellow, or neon orange vest, something like that, something that'll make you visible at night, since riding a motorcycle in itself is already a little bit dangerous with some people not paying attention. So that's what the guidelines were for while I was out in Florida. Then I got my bike out here, obviously, in Oklahoma, and the guidelines were a little different here. So you needed basically everything you had in Florida, but you also needed to take an intermediate course. And then once you have done that, you were basically approved by the commander, and we have a site where you would go on and input all that information, and that would make you, you know, approved and legally through the military ride a motorcycle on and off base. The beauty about, I guess, doing it through the base is that you are able to take these classes through the base without having to pay. So out here in Oklahoma, you can take the beginner's course and the intermediate course without having to pay through the base. And yeah, so obviously the beginner course will, I'm pretty sure, provides you a motorcycle, and I believe they have rental helmets. I'm not sure about out here. When I got mine out in California, they did. They may or may not, but either way, I highly recommend that you have your own gear, because you don't know how many people, you know, wore that helmet or those specific gloves before you. So just safer and better, cleaner, I guess, to have your own gear. Yeah, so just overall cleaner to have your own gear. But I took the MSF course out in California. There was some like academics and then a test, and then you went on to the skills portion where you got to, where they taught you how to actually ride on, I think it was like a 125cc Honda, that cruiser that they had out there for everybody. And yeah, you just kind of learn everything on how to ride out there. Some people actually have brought their own motorcycles to that beginner course, but they prefer that you use theirs so that you can get the basics down if you haven't already been, you know, riding, so to speak. But after that, so that was a basic course. Now the intermediate course is a little different. You do have to have your own bike for the intermediate course, and obviously your own equipment and gear. And you know, to an extent that makes sense, because you know, you wanna, when you're in the intermediate, you're practicing all these maneuvers, and you want to be able to do it on your own bike. So yeah, you kind of have to have your own for the intermediate course, but that's okay. And you know, you do a lot of good learning there. You kind of learn where you need work and what your weak points are, and you know, they kind of give you, like, after going through the course, you kind of learn a little bit of methods on how to improve on those skills that you aren't so good at. But I did my intermediate course out here with my buddy, and you know, we had fun, we enjoyed it, we learned a lot, and then yeah, and then after the class we just went out to eat. So you know, it was just another good day. It was nothing cosmic, but it was definitely fun because it was a pretty long day of riding. Now those guidelines are just for Florida and Oklahoma during the time that I've been here. That doesn't mean that it won't change with the new commander or anything like that, because there's always that possibility that it could change. So you just need to be aware of what those are, and that's usually when the motorcycle rep can, you know, keep you up to date with that and make sure that all your stuff is good for that, and so that you're still current on being able to ride while being in the military. That's going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope the information was good and it answered some questions that anybody had. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask and leave it in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, well, you can still hit the like button, and then you can leave a comment. And yeah, I'll try to, you know, get better at this whole moto vlogging thing and just talking about random things as I ride. If there's anything specific that you guys want me to talk about in the next video or for the next videos to come, and you do watch this video, please let me know, and I'll touch on those topics. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And if I don't know those answers, I will definitely find someone that can answer them for you guys and then get all that information and let you guys know. Also, if you guys are out here in Oklahoma, please leave some more suggestions for me and my wife to go, like for us to go see and do things, because like I said in the last video, COVID was not the best of times for us to try to find something to do out here in Oklahoma. So if you guys are out here or lived out here for a while, please give us some suggestions, and we would love that. also, if you ride out here in Oklahoma and you're looking for someone to ride with, let me know, because I'm always looking for somebody to ride with, because I just think it's more fun. And I'll see you guys in the next video.